Hi, my name's Quinton, Senior Product Marketing Manager for BEA Systems. I just wanted to take a quick 10 minutes to talk to you about BEA SmartConnect, a revolutionary approach to ERP connectivity. So when we really think about connectivity, we start to realize that it's still critical for business integration. Many customers, and just about all of the customers that I speak to, have heterogeneous IT architectures that really aren't going anywhere. And those architectures include ERP, packaged apps, custom Java applications, mainframe applications, and just about anything else you can think of. Now, packaged apps contain an incredible wealth of information, and the last mile connectivity to these apps is critical to the end-to-end solution and the agility and benefits of competitive time to market that leveraging this information and those assets brings. But there's been traditional problems with those, and you'll see that the traditional approaches of adapters are, as the Forrester research trends indicate, will be gradually replaced over the next 5 years. So if those things are going away, and we understand that there are traditional approaches to connectivity that have some limitations, and some of those being real lack of performance and quality, the need to have dedicated hardware for the ERP adapters, lack of identity propagation that can result in kind of security silos and islands within your information, and of course in the world of mergers and acquisitions and a difficult economy, the ability to generally reuse adapters across implementations makes them kind of cost prohibitive to keep going forward in a traditional adapter sense. Of course, on top of these, you have a few more technical kind of general architectural issues, such as what's the impact on a business process if an ERP schema changes? How tightly coupled is an ERP version to that business process? Does it take a lot of rework to actually pull that sort of information out? Is there any sort of connection pooling for performance issues? What about the ability for transactional support? J2EE deployment, adapters usually fall outside of the realm of that. And of course, now that we're talking about a global environment and an economy, the formatting of the adapter issues. Is there an ability to customize handling data formats for different countries? Any absence of semantic validation to guarantee that the information retrieved from these package applications is really the correct information and pertinent to the business. BEA looked at this issue and came up with kind of a high-level vision for what they wanted to achieve from connectivity. It really came down to these points, so that there needed to be a high scalability and performance. I needed to have kind of fine-grained connection pooling that would scale with the needs and the virtualization and the terror architecture discussions that we're talking about. The flexible deployment approaches that really insulate the business logic from within the ERP application from a high-level business process and connectivity. This enables much significantly more flexible deployments. Once we start talking about SOA, we really need a ubiquitous service-orientated solution to connectivity that extends the benefits of service orientation to the last mile ERP connectivity by exposing this ERP business logic as a shared service that can be consumed throughout the enterprise and governed and managed and maintained as in any other traditional approach. What we also need to look at is the minimal downtime and ease of upgrades. How do we update SAP versions, so on and so forth, without affecting the business? How do we look at the ease of management and monitoring, make sure that SLAs are actually being achieved and conforming to what we need inside the environment? And for BEA, we really looked at a single connectivity strategy for these packaged applications that can be leveraged across the application portfolio. So what we came up with is a revolutionary solution that called BEA SmartConnect that provides that service-oriented solution, but it radically changes the landscape for how companies really think about ERP integration. What we really focused on is the visibility into the ERP information and processes by rendering that ERP functionality as a shared service, completely eliminating the need for the adapter-specific hardware and really moving ourselves into the service-orientated realm to be able to leverage this information across the environment. We really focused on the productivity of IT and business and gave a much better alignment. The ERP and package applications contain a wealth of information that the businesses need to be able to leverage continuously in order to remain current and active and leverage their assets that they already had. Now, in terms of remaining current and active, the business performance cannot suffer. They need the ability to set, manage and monitor SLAs that they've guaranteed with their customers, and they need to do it all the way down to the last mile connectivity, even back to their packaged applications. And of course, we can't forget about the flexibility and business agility to be able to roll out new applications faster and switch over between packaged application versions. How do we remain competitive and roll out new versions and support for what we need? BEA SmartConnect provides that, and it's a real compelling differentiator from the traditional adapter approaches that are out there. And we've built this on top of our premier Aqualogic service bus, the enterprise service bus of choice. And so really what SmartConnect is these adapter-specific transports for that last mile connectivity to the major package applications, SAP, Siebel, Oracle, and PeopleSoft. What it gives you in terms of an advantage, it lets you start to plug into the whole SOA governance. It gives you a unified design approach, whether it's ERP or general services, and really is an execution point on BEA's Workspace 360 initiative. Of course, being built on top of Aqualogic Service Bus, it's standards-based, flexible, open. The schemas and service definitions generated for SmartConnect are natively available within inside ALSB. But what we really want to see is what are the key components of this SmartConnect solution. It really breaks down to two. There is SmartConnect itself, which is an ERP-specific ALSB implementation designed specifically to achieve that ERP connectivity and service enable those interfaces. And the other side of it is the native transports themselves that I mentioned before, that is that last mile connectivity for the common packaged apps. For BEA, we are providing SAP, Siebel, Oracle, and PeopleSoft, the premier packaged applications that are out in the market. So when you look at SmartConnect in regards to traditional applications, we support all the same traditional application functionality, but you get these additional benefits and functionality inherently by building on top of the value of Aqualogic Service Bus. It's naturally the smart choice in ERP connectivity when you look at the additional benefits of reliability, performance and throttling. Security, you have a continual single security context. We completely remove the need for the adapter-specific hardware, directly addressing that total cost of ownership, which was an issue with the traditional adapter approach. And in the end, what it does, it exposes the ERP application or schema or service as a service that can be consumed across the organization and managed very cleanly and very efficiently. So if we take a moment and just have a look at an architectural depiction, it clearly shows where SmartConnect fits in regards to a solution for connectivity to packaged applications. Now SmartConnect, as I mentioned, is built on top of ALSB, but it provides those native specific transports and provides a finer grained functionality specific, as I said, for ERP applications. If your needs evolve over time to require a full-blown ALSB that will support sort of further capabilities such as routing and transformation, it's as simple as calling up your BEA sales representative, talking to them about how you can purchase the full-blown Aqualogic Service Bus. It's a single license install, and which will enable your complete functionality. So when is BEA SmartConnect available? It's available right now. The SAP and Siebel transports are available, as I said, right now to be plugged into ALSB, Aqualogic Service Bus. SmartConnect and the Oracle and PeopleSoft connectors will be available early in the year. So as I said, I wanted to give you about a 10-minute quick overview of the revolutionary approach that BEA is taking to ERP connectivity and packaged applications called BEA SmartConnect. My name is Quinton. I'm a Senior Product Marketing Manager for BEA Systems, and thank you very much for your time.